No changes.
Anyone here for public comments? I don't see anyone.
Nope.
Okay. Oh,
I'll
Jacob,
make-
how does it look to you?
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second that. Okay, minutes. They look good to me, so I'll motion for them.
And I'll second that. They look good to me also.
Okay. Solid waste events. So what do we have going on?
So the last event of our year is December 9th. That's at the CR in our yard. It's a tire collection day. So residents can bring up to 9 tires and dispose of them for free. So we have a flyer in the packet. It's on our website, went out in the bills. We had the household hazardous waste and e-waste collection event on October 14th. And I included that report in the packet.
That is a lot of motor oil.
That is a lot of oil. Apparently, last year when they did it, we set the county record. But that's good. That means people are disposing of it properly and not
Yes.
just dumping it in the
Yeah.
desert or down their septic or whatever.
Clean the CR&R trucks.
Yeah, or the trash cans. So, yeah, that's interesting stuff collected.
Awesome. And we're already starting to make plans for next year's events?
Yeah, they do these annually. It alternates between here and Wrightwood, but they track participation.
Oh, awesome. Okay, update with uniform collection. How are we doing?
Just plugging along, nothing's really changed since the last board update. We have a little over 2,500 applications, 66% are collection customers.
We're still north 2/3.
Yeah, I did get good news, so I've been working with county IT staff, and they're able to get me whatever reports I need. So we set up a report template that they're gonna give me monthly on self-hauler data. And for the month of October, our residents disposed of 684 tons of trash that they self-hauled to the transfer station. There were 3,083 dump card scans. So that doesn't mean that's the number of self-haulers, because a lot of those are like duplicates, where you can see the same household going multiple times, which is what they're supposed to do. So, based off this, though, we're comfortable getting rid of the requirement for people to keep receipts. And I've seen the receipts because people bring them into me, even though I don't want them. And they're pretty bad anyway, so I'm not even sure that would have been viable. But because we can get all of the data we need, I don't think we need to collect receipts, because we can, yeah.
To the homes that show up?
Yeah, so once we get all of our identified and our assumed self-haulers into CR&R system, when we do audits, we can just run a report and, check our data and be like, okay, Chuck says he self-hauls, so let's see if he really did. Oh, there he is. He self-hauled. So that's good. That's really good news. I'm glad that they could do that.
Can we remove the having to check up with the people that haven't contacted?
Yeah, we would prefer everybody get us a form, even if they're self-hauling, just so we have the best contact info. Because a lot of the county data people put in when they bought their home, and they never updated it. So phone number's bad, mailing address is bad. So, I mean, if they get their dump card, I'm assuming their mailing address is good, or they've contacted the county and figured out how to get it. But, phone numbers, things like that. Prefer to have it. Plus, then we know that we've let them know about the the CR&R service option and the requirements for the self-haulers.
So it's still send out to future mailers?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but we're not going to have to force service like the county did. So we're going to take our master list of parcels, take all of them that are CR&R customers, take all of the self-identified self-haulers, compare it with the data I can get from the county now, and we're really only going to have to reach out to, I think, a small fraction of people that aren't doing anything with trash. And then say, hey, got to go to the dump, or you got to get CR&R. We don't want you guys just hoarding trash or using somebody else's trash or disposing of it illegally. So, but that's down the line still. And I'm just hoping that at the end of all of it, everybody's going to the dump or has trash service, and the ones that don't have anything, it's just an undeveloped parcel.
which there's there's nothing to produce.
Yeah, when we pulled the list, we did pull improved property, not just all property, because obviously it'd be way more than 8,500. So, but still, that just means maybe they have a water meter, or they have a shanty, or whatever, or there was a house and it burned down, something.
It just has utilities, basically.
Yeah, so they'll just be throwing some eyes on some of these properties down the line, but that's kind of it, nothing.
Well, I think that rolls right into the SB 1383, which basically those two sort of blend together anyways.
Yeah, they do. I had my bi-monthly meeting with CalRecycle yesterday. We have, I think, 5 outstanding items, so we're going to ask for an extension on those. She said everybody's asking for extensions because we're at the end of the year. And so we'll get those entered. Just minor things. We're not out of compliance on anything major. So I'm hoping that order will go away by second quarter next year.
And how are things going on your end?
Awesome. So the rollout's going well. We're getting all that delivered. The one thing I like getting feedback from the drivers to figure out how it's going out in the field and as far as picking up new cans and stuff like that. So the only issue that we've ran into, and if we can get help kind of spreading the word, is bin customers that are now receiving barrels, right? They've had bins for 30 years and now they're getting these 2 new barrels that are dropped off. They're using them, which is great, and they're going to have to continue using them, right, when we go and pick up separately starting January. The problem is they're placing them either in their backyard, next to their house, or behind the bin. So it'd be really, really convenient for a lot of the drivers and would kind of speed up our times if we could just get them to push them next to the bin or out there quote unquote curbside. But that's the only issue that we ran into. That's it.
We
It's
could
placement of
probably
bins.
do an insert, because they get billed monthly.
Yeah.
So maybe, because we already have ours going for December,
Yeah, we just sent it out, yeah.
but January, we could probably
Maybe a little
Just do that,
diagram.
yeah.
do something informative.
Well, even for, I noticed a lot of people with the barrels will place them where they're like right next to each other. I know for you guys, a gap between them is easier, than maybe even putting that in there for everybody for the next couple of cycles of sort of, and not just words explaining it, but a diagram of this is
Yeah.
ideal.
Yeah, like Kim explained too, so the insert for December billing's already gone out. What we'll do is we'll set one up for the next billing cycle, but. I
Yeah,
know you
maybe
guys
we
have
should find, a bad setup and a good setup and just go out and take a picture of your driver doing thumbs
Yeah,
up,
so
thumbs down.
today I actually had them taking pictures. I'm like, I need pictures, guys. We're gonna
Thank
take
you,
this.
yes.
But we could stage like a photo shoot just for
Yeah.
information purposes of what's good, what's not good.
And where it's a good photo, where the photos really look well and.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And distinguish, this is why it looks, this is, and why, and an explanation under it, why.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
I was even thinking about doing that for down the line as an idea. Because when I was driving down Nielsen today, like how many people overfill their trash cans?
I know.
And it's just like, get another barrel.
Yes. So I filled up, I went and pulled some barrels today. They're in the back of my truck still. I look like an idiot. But I picked up some trash cans today, 3 of them. And we hear from a lot of people, well, I got a bin because I have a lot of trash and I don't want to go to barrels. And we've always talked about just get an extra barrel. I took 3 barrels and put it into a 2.5 yard or 2 yard bin today, and it filled it up.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you right now that 3 barrels is pretty equivalent to
bin.
about
and
a
it's
2 yard bin,
significantly less expensive per month.
and
Yeah.
way less expensive.
Yeah, and then you can move it
That's
wherever.
interesting.
And they're
like-
convenient. Like they're light. You can throw a lid on them too.
You lug
Throw
them
bungee
anywhere around
cords
your
on 'em,
yard.
whatever you want to do. Like
You can take it anywhere around your yard easily compared to a
Exactly.
bin.
Yeah, where it's just plunked and you're kind of stuck with it.
I was just filling it up, and I was like, I'll bring that up later. 'cause
Well,
that's
we
kinda
did the
cool.
volume, like.
Do a picture of it.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Yeah, and we showed, numerically the difference between extra barrels, by gallon versus the dumpster.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Can't fight the science, right?
it's math. So. it's like
But yeah,
that doesn't lie.
I just thought about that today. I was like, oh, that's kind of crazy. If people saw this, they would never want to go to a bin. Like,
And that's the way if you
Well,
have that. at
I
the
see
office.
some fun infographics in our future. In the spring, we can go out and
yeah,
do
yeah.
some photo shoots.
It'll be cool.
That'll be fun.
And if they question what need a bit more, then get a fourth one. It's still cheaper.
Oh, yeah. $7 more.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have 3 recycle bins at my house now, 1 trash and 1 organics. Because all those Amazon boxes and Chewy boxes and meal kit boxes.
Now that I've been ordering all my cat supplies through delivery, number one, it's so much easier than lugging it to the car.
Yeah,
But I'm ending up with a lot of boxes, and the cats don't only need so many.
yeah, and most things in your house are recyclable. And so I think that's all we have for those 2 items.
You feel comfortable with it?
Oh, yeah.
Good, good. Okay, staff reports beyond what we've already chewed on.
For solid waste stats, we saw a slight decrease in residential trash customers. I don't understand that one. So I'm just wondering if maybe a data set didn't get pulled in, like maybe it's a residential bin or something, but we'll look into that.
Well, I know we do have a few people that I wonder if they cancel like leave for the winter.
They might have.
That might be a few that just cancel it for the time that they're out of town. Because they leave for the winter.
Yeah, and I think we're all done issuing our organics exemptions. We have 45 of them for businesses. So places like AutoZone, things like that, where it's primarily recyclables. They
You
don't,
get like 4 people's lunches and that's it?
yeah, they don't need to have or separate organics collection. And so that is done.
Nice.
Finally. We did go to Kiwanis last week.
How'd it go?
It was good. Saw a lot of the same people I saw at community meetings. Mainly they're just mad about the state in general, not necessarily what we're doing, so. And then that's it. I mean, it's just gonna be next year before we know it. And you know,
Yeah.
the board approved the rate study, with Habib, so we're gonna get started on that with CR&R early next year or at the end of December, if possible, just so we can set those mandatory cost of service rates appropriately.
Looking forward to getting past that and getting it all.
Me too. And then yesterday I submitted our grant to CalRecycle.
Good.
We're eligible for 75,000, so that's what I put in for. So it should help pay for, you know, some of our education programs that we do. And it looks like there's an allocation for staff time, so we put in for that.
Oh, nice.
So that'll be nice. I still haven't expended the last grant fully, but I'm sure I will
By the time the new one
the
comes
period
in.
is over. They only gave us 20,000 last time, and I just primarily, it was really narrow what it was used for, so we're just using it for the consultant.
Did you find out if we could use some of that for the rate study?
I put it in for the rate study, so that category, they only allow you 10% of the grant total, so I put 7,500 in. But what I'm hoping is, because we can, right now our current grant pays for a consultant, and I still have funds, I can put some of the rate study into the existing grant.
Nice.
So
Oh,
I'm
good.
going to be reaching out to the grant manager and doing that submittal.
Okay, well, now we're on to action items. Do we have any prior?
Yeah, the rate study went to the board.
Awesome. And current, I don't think we just added, other than the pictures and things like that.
Yeah, our inserts.
Yeah. Okay, so next meeting will actually be December 6th. It will set up as a special meeting. Am I correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And we are adjourned at 2:45.
Thank you.
Thank you.